Good morning.
Already the Aquache. Or Bibi Aboko there. Okay, it's in order to say congratulate you on your successful election.
That's fine.
Yo, I don't pay my young miss as the Public Order Act as a retired police officer. Public Order Act, you know, at the end at the for demonstration, and then again, the series of demonstration are here from the camp of the NDC after the declaration of the 2020 general election. No demonstration, no, it looks as if say party supporters, no, any organizers, no, and the permit from the Ghana Police Service. It's Yamra.
If I tell me that's it, my men quite well soon chat what chief we not means Mumma America can I mean the Public Order Act, my men know a bit of the history of the Public Order Act. 1992 Constitution of Bayern. Now it was entrenched in the Constitution, the freedoms of people, freedom of speech, freedom of demonstration, freedom of association, freedom is not Brussels, and all the freedoms were guaranteed under the 1992 Constitution. Because you share revolution by much, you share soldier by much, or mammy and the Constitution like you build on that also be free. In that freedom, no, and who said there was some bit of recklessness. They said freedom be a Bruce one, it means Osayaba or my 1994, and the parliament who said, say, I'm fat, maybe embassy, Shenyama, and my year. So freedom, open freedom with it. And they say, Joma, and Nama, Obiana, Nama, Oyanope, M. And I did the Public Order Act for Act 491 of 1994, a buy. What is it? It's simple, says a demonstration. Demonstration is under a very normal circumstance. BBIC Opesa watching. Demonstration, I say, sure, letter, not both police for money. Underline, but on my money, 5 clear days to time I Opesa demonstration. Police for no on that show, Mubeka nothing. I hate an Opesa Mofa. Nay, I church. Oh, Mofaha M. Mofaha M. Ninja Mupesa Mofana was much richer. No police why you are doing. Not police, but their job is to come out and provide security for the demonstrators. And your Mujumans or member permission. They don't have any legal right to say, yeah, permit to. No. Your permission is granted by the Constitution, it's opened by the law. But it is for you to let them come and support you. Or Mujumans will provide in detailed security for the demonstration that you are going to undertake. More demonstrators, you be protected. Or more so, demonstrators, they will not be affected by the demonstration. And a public order at the buyer. But let me tell you something. Law no buyer, laws operate in the system. And Rabbi ever pass a parliament, it drops in that system, and the system must work. And the system is controlled by government. The system is controlled by a president. Maybe a president. So the president of the Republic of Ghana is supposed to be the custodian of our laws. Is supposed to be the custodian of our culture. So near president be affect you be and a president by or say Charlotte or say Mempel. And they appoint it for Ghana for no problem. You have the right as a president to appoint it, and they are appointed. Look, all the two system no more. The system is a rejection because this is an illegality. It is not acceptable. The system is rejected near Abane Charlotte or say the successor. The Messiah now. It tells you that system Nankasa rejected the enemy. Or more and that is telling you that we are creating chaos, and the law is supposed to protect the public. That is, it's supposed to create public decency. It's supposed to ensure public security. It's supposed to ensure that the public health is also protected. But say Masa 1 + 1 na 2 no obianim abansi obi say 5 obianjin tum say 5. That kind of illegality cannot be accepted anywhere. And ebasa odi sakasaka ba in that normal situation no okakase obi mbetena simbo amane say 5 clear days me koye demonstration. Is it a normal situation? We are not in a normal situation. The Constitution grants us freedoms, and the Act 491 of 1994 ensures that in that freedom space let's be decent. And if somebody creates indecency, somebody creates an illegality, and you say that I should ignore the illegality and become a very legal and respected person, So what I'm telling you as a matter of fact is that the NDC for Omoyano say obo obisotro 1 na obo no 2 na ni higher. Masa ni obayano minjin this emra obediso.
So, per the provision of the act, the security code, any the idea now, if the police service is to be notified 5 clear days before the demonstration, and just as what Tremu said, the demonstration is guaranteed by the constitution, and yet the right of the police to either accept say obi enko demonstration. No, Ebani saying all over this years, police me probably what me actual letter no at the but we cannot grant the will to demonstrate.
Police, when they don't have any legal right to say don't go on the demonstration, they don't. And they don't have any law that is backing that action if they tried. What the law says is that the bomber mania and over police mania, there are certain things that the police is supposed to do within the space of 5 days to ensure say demonstration are very, very successful. Successful in the sense that the demonstrator security will be taken into consideration and people are not even part of the demonstration. And because the demonstrators will be acting in the public space, sure say operated within that public space negatively affected by the demonstration. That is what the police is supposed to do. But the police is also we have demonstration a flash house and a golden jubilee house. The police is say because here and the new brought mine. Now I say okay and flash house actually but what is it? We want to achieve a purpose in the demonstration. Yeah, achieve a purpose and still ensure some sanity in the system. That is what the police sit and discuss with you. So more peninsula, no be a peninsula. Then the demonstration becomes a decent one. But the police catch a demonstration where yeah, my uncle. At the end of the day, and you need to provide you security. Okay, if I have the right to demonstrate and you have a duty to provide security for me, that's your duty. You can't provide the security. My right cannot be trampled upon. I can go on the demonstration without you. I can go on the demonstration because you have a duty and you are paid to perform that duty. So if you are not willing to perform that duty for whatever reason you have, it doesn't stop me from enjoying my right.
But in that sense, overriding the authority of the police per their attitude and posture, wouldn't be say call against the Public Order Act. If say police actually said they don't have the personnel to offer you the security you need, and then again protect other people and then other properties, probably they seem say maybe it may not be in the right interest.
Whatever it is, if the police think that they cannot do what they are supposed to do to provide the security, the only thing they can do is to go to court. Right? The only thing they can do is to go to court, and the court can stop the demonstration. If it is not the court, the police do not have any right to stop the demonstration.
Okay.
And sometimes let's take note of this. There are some spontaneous situations that do not follow the normal process where somebody is sitting and planning a demonstration and writing letters to inform the police according to the law 5 clear days. If an armed robber storms a town and kills about 2 people and the whole town gets angry and rises up to demonstrate against the insecurity in the system, I'm not sure that the police will say that let's calm down and bury the dead and look for 5 clear days and write letters to police so that we will demonstrate. Nobody will do that. So people react according to situations, and in that reactive situation you understand that the police will also have another way to control that so that it doesn't spill over. That is another way. It's an operational strategy. So under normal situation we talk about write letters to police and look for 5 clear days. Under very abnormal situations there is a way abnormality can be managed by the police.
Okay, but in terms of NDC demonstrations here, why Anna the key authority I was sanctioning this demonstration? Because it looks as if all over the country, some scenes of demonstration and dry a bit or so last Sunday, a bit or so Shaman, Oko Western Regional. I'm told Ochina Friday, any Saturday, even a Ekahobi, they'll be demonstrating in Takwa any day Kika. Why not sanction this demonstration?
You are asking for who sanctions demonstrations. as if it's a normal situation. In Confession, plan say, or China, you have a demonstration, and they are quite very funny. I say, Yambo police are money. Nipa over 6 million being at Twaba, and almost a Yabano or mankind. So out of the 6 million people, everybody is in charge of himself or herself. So the over 6 million people are angry in Ghana. So nobody controls the 6 million people, and nobody has the right to say 6 million. Demonstration. No, in every corner of this country, the 6 million people are scattered, and everybody is getting angry by the day. Listen, if this is the kind of democracy we want to operate in this country, now, me decide question be. Answer na ebe declare result. Me decide question be. Answer na say. Adichi yana di nyansa ba. Say me ni apeni osofo chirabosom. Ghana you no movement. One na win election. You be then. And I be say what declare. And I'm say you see, the Electoral Commission is the right person with the mandate to declare results or declare osofo chirabosom without any basis on the ground. Obianga ze engine to because ono wakasa enwa no enye jumande enye jumochina ade anti no ba say President Nana Akufo-Addo obi anim say 77 elections we poto eso wa win elections what's the justification and obi say masa enye wona yeto mao na wana kacho wana dada so wa win and na this before we na buy you so before na buy no it is out of an abnormal announcement by Isia or mangaza ba the mistakes we crowd also. And we can say we're error trial commissioner, not electoral commissioner. There's so many errors they're trying to see if they can manage Ghanaians. You can't manage that. The thing must be fair, free and fair and transparent. So nobody is the one leading anything, telling people to do what. Your vote is your right. Your vote is your secret. You voted and you know who you voted for. And millions of people said no, these things were not counted right. And millions of people are getting angry. If you are looking for somebody who is orchestrating demonstration and somebody who is a leader, you will find nothing apart from over 6 million people who are just saying that no, this is not the right way to go. After 28 years, this is the kind of dictatorship that we are finding ourselves into. We should stop it. My brother, let me tell you, let's stop it quickly. Yeah, we are saying we are a economic collapse. It can take over 50 years to reconstruct. People don't know what it means when we talk about conflict. And now I'm dropping video be 1+1 conflict. DNA happening. Master, Yakanya DNA polling station Yakanya, Obianya 70, Obianya 700, Ekodru Coalition Center, I 70, 700, Ekodru National, 70 not than 500, and 700 in Wadana 200.
But in order to
don't do this and destroy this country. Democrat, is it the first time? We can't live this on the best practices over the seven elections that we've had. I feel the battle. I feel the abakan. Say, the message or who will not ultimately see the year. Monkan say this are no wow. This are shall say no wow. We are boy who not or mine yes you or mana to bomb. Who knew she had this an enjoy? Yanyama appointment now you ultimately see 1+1 say no say
interesting. And police service issue statement. Mamin kai kakrabao. And then let me see the response you have to it. I say adherence to public order law. The police administration note with concern the recent disregard for laws governing the public assembly in Ghana, resulting in damage to both the state and private properties. It is reiterated that such assembly, including demonstrations, fall directly under the Police Order Act 491, 1994. The Public Order Act places the obligation on persons who desire to hold demonstrations or special events to give notice to the police service such that such intention in a period of not less than 5 days before the date of the event. Intention to to and in prior to not less than 5 days as stated by law, and obliges the participant to obey the directions of the police officers, safeguarding the proper movement of other persons and vehicles, gradually and generally maintaining order in that manner. Uko aya point 3 Murezi, so the police administration therefore calls on the organizers and participants of such events to give due regard to the laws of the country. And that is the more reason why Nami Bisa said in this case, the police administration no FSA who will be responsible. Who will be held responsible?
Who will be held responsible? That's it. I know a law normal koti omojuma no moye. But when you go to Egypt, when there was upheaval, police for PA, a soldier for PA, but at the end of the day, the power belongs to the people. And the people say the laws were made to regulate and ensure that we live a decent life. The laws were not made for us to become slaves to the law. No. At the end of the day, a soldier for the police going now, the public. They are looking at the power of the public. They couldn't do anything, not because that they didn't have the law by their side, not because that they were not soldiers or police officers. They were soldiers and police officers belonging to the state. But the power of the state is in the hands of the people. And the people rose up and said, this is wrong. The soldiers and the police were caught watching. So if you are caught watching, don't be sad. The power in the hands of the people is greater. And the people can decide that this law is not helping the state to progress. So the law is good under normal circumstances. I agree with them. But under this abnormal situation where 1 + 1 is told to be 5, my brother, let's watch it.
Now the point is that we are former police officer. By this, are you trying the NDC supporters is justifiable enough, even knowing the very point causes some sort of civil disorder and all of that in the country, a bit merely leading to chaos?
Oh, I see. Near a creative civil disorder. The perceived and real, I'm saying perceived and real because some of us say it's real, some of us say it's perceived. The perceived and real non-transparent in the electoral process and the results that do not reflect the reality on the ground. So, Obisa about NDC supporters, please, the people you see on the street, they are not NDC supporters. There are over 6 million Ghanaians who voted for the NDC to come to power, and they realize that their votes are not being counted and they are getting angry. So if you make a mistake and think that they are NDC supporters, you will be politicizing the matter. Ghanaian voters are angry that we voted because we expected that our vote be counted, but the results that are coming do not reflect our vote. And the anger in the system is about the fact that let's allow our electoral process to be free, fair, and transparent as we have done over the past 28 years.
But you have so many mediums of doing that.
If you're talking about civil disorder, I'm happy. Civil disorder is something that people will want to undertake to do positive defiance to ensure that but if the top cannot allow the law to work, don't expect the masses on the ground to be safe.